Hey y'all, welcome to the Hey Coworker Podcast, one of your favorite not safe for work coworkers. I am RJ the Friendly Neighborhood Dom, and this is
Vivica,
aka
Big Rocks,
not the little one.
Never the little one.
And we are your favorite not safe for work coworkers, home of you, the best coworkers in the world. Thank y'all for being here. Another week when you could have been anywhere, but you decided to be right here, liking, sharing, subscribing, leaving comments with timestamps, and we greatly appreciate it. How are you, friends?
I'm doing okay. Yeah, life's been a lot, but I'm doing okay.
I feel that.
I think last time we were here, I had a job.
That's true.
I no longer have a job.
Okay.
Yeah, first of all, she wanted me to work 3 days in a row. Let me stop you right there. I said part-time. Now I understand each of the shifts was like 5 hours. That's neither here nor there.
Like
3 days in a row. Then Friday, she wanted me to close. As soon as she asked me to close, I said, yeah, I'm going to have to pack this up. You think I want to spend my Friday night at the fucking mall? I don't.
Not at all. That's real.
It was fun while it lasted. I don't think we've spoken since. No, we haven't. So I went up there 3 days total.
Okay. All right.
4 if you count the second interview, which was shadowing. She had me going around, but I hadn't been hired. They hadn't offered me the job. That was still part of the interview process. So since being hired, I went up there 3 days. The first 2 days I was with the manager. They have 5 steps of selling, and we were working through that workbook together. And then the third day I was on my own, and I was there from 11 when the mall opened till 2. No, that's not right. I got off at 4. Yeah, 11 to 4. I was there from 11 to 4. Wow. I had the most amount of sales from the time that I was there. But at about 2 o'clock, I knew I wasn't coming back. In the back of my head, I knew I wasn't going to be returning. You know, I don't like sales jobs. Mm-hmm. And I was talking about this on live, and I was saying how they want you to actually talk to the customer and engage. Most people, even if they do need help, when you ask them if they need help, they're going to say no. Most people, but they want you to actually talk. And someone in the comments was like, they want you to harass them. And I was like, no, it's what they're saying is completely right. That's what you have to do. I just don't want to do that. There would be times where someone would come in. I would say, hey, welcome to Akira. You shopping for anything in particular day? Something like that, whatever. And they'd be like, no. And I'd just say, okay. And then next thing I know, I'm hearing on the walkie, I just picked up, because they got to call out every time you pick up a client so that we know if that person's already taken. So she'd be like, I just picked up Brittany. She has on a pink shirt, green pants, and she's going to the Chris Brown concert, so she needs an outfit for that. I'm like, the person I just talked to, I asked her, did she need help with anything? And she said no. But that's because they don't just take the no for an answer. They probe. They ask more questions. And I just don't want to do that. There's nothing wrong with it. That's what you have to do in sales. I just don't want to.
I feel you, because as in the industry that I work in, it's a lot of motivational interviewing, and a lot of me asking questions and trying to probe, and nothing is worse than doing that with someone who really don't want to talk to you.
Right.
So I'm like, bro, this could be easier if you would just I
had someone they walked in, I spoke, I said, hi, welcome to Akira. They said hi and made the sharpest right turn I have ever seen in my life. And if you think I'm finna chase you around this motherfucking store, you're crazy. She don't want to talk to me. I'm not finna talk to her. That's just that.
Yeah.
That's just that.
Absolutely.
And so I realized that even now on the opposite side of that, Akira is a store full of statement pieces. So most people who come in there are coming in there for something. It is not a basics store. It's not a store for just everyday shopping. For most, I like to shop. So for me, it's an everyday store. But for most people, it's a statement store. So it's a store full of statement pieces. So when people come in, they usually do say, a lot of concerts, festivals, birthdays, stuff where you need an outfit. It's a lot of that. And when they tell me that, boom, we're locked in, and we're good to go. I can help. But for the people who come in and say that they don't need nothing, okay, well, okay, holla at me. You know what I mean? I didn't even get to use my discount.
Damn.
I was only there for 3 days. And you know what? The day I got the third day that I was there was a dress I wanted. I went and picked it up and put it over to the like side so that I could get it. But before I got a chance to, like, I got off at 4, and at like 3:56, I got a call from my kid's school saying that that he had like messed up his pants or something like that, and I had to leave. It was time for me to go anyway, but I completely forgot about the dress because then I was in a rush to get out.
Yeah.
But
damn, bro.
Yeah. It was cool. It was cute.
It was while it lasted.
Yeah. I made 3 customers that like actually asked for my name and was like, "Thank you so much," and all this and that. And I was like, "Yeah, girl, I'll be up here. I'm never gonna see them again."
Yeah, no.
Maybe I'll come across their timeline and she'll be like, "Hey, you helped me at
You still
like, what happened? You was at Akira. I came back literally the next day. You was gone."
Like, if you want to hire me to go back there with you, I could do that.
Right,
but
as your personal stylist.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't want to work in there.
What's the name said? I just watched one of the dudes on Shits and Gigs was talking about how he is looking for an everyday part-time stylist. Like, he's like, I wear maybe 20% of my closet, and because I only wear 20, I feel like I'm wearing the same things over and over and over, and so I would like someone to like just give me outfits and like do that. And so he's like, I'm gonna hold auditions on my Twitch, I guess. So I'm like, all right. Also, these boys are smart because they put in everything like
on streaming and
yeah,
YouTube.
Like you didn't just decide to stay with YouTube. You decided to get your money other places too, which like I admire.
Yeah,
that's the new multi streams of income. Like if you do social media, you don't just do one
platform.
Yeah,
I be seeing people on live on TikTok and Instagram at the same time. Like they got 2 phones set up. And they be doing both at the same time.
Is Instagram live popping like that? I've never been over there.
I go live on there every now and then, but you can't play music. Like it's the copyright, which is so crazy to me. Because remember TikTok was having all those issues with like not being able to use music and stuff. It's like Instagram will let me post videos with music. No problem. I get paid on those videos. Like, if it's a post with me, I get paid for that. And they let me do that. But on live, where I'm not making any money, they don't have a live like TikTok where people can send coins and stuff. You're just on live. On a live where I'm not making any money, you don't let me play it. That doesn't make any sense to me. Like, this is where I'm not, like, I could understand it on the videos because, yeah, you're making money off of this. We can't. As long as you're making money off of it, we also have to pay the artist.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make any sense to me with Instagram. So that's the main reason is because like they always be shutting my live down because I'll be playing music. Even if you put, they always be like, I do not own the rights to this music in the caption and pin it. But they still be trying to take my live down.
Yeah, I don't be over there. I'm rarely over on Instagram. I'm starting to be more on Instagram because I'm realizing than one platform, and I did get invited over to do some type of monetization where they want me to do, but I told you about this, where they want me to make a Facebook also, and I have an old Facebook, but there's an old.
Y'all don't listen.
I know
y'all don't listen.
I'm listening. I hear because I listened back to the episode, and I remember you telling me that Facebook is the one that is the least involved. You do not have to do the most. It is all, and I hear you. I'm concerned.
But you don't have to do anything. All you have to do, you want me to make the Facebook page for you? All you have to do is make the page and set it up to your Instagram. You have to do nothing else. When you post on Instagram, it goes to Facebook. You have to do, there's one time setup. And then you do not have to go back over there. I would recommend going over there to check. I would recommend still engaging if you have it in YouTube, but you don't have to. And also, I don't get no emails or nothing like that from Facebook besides whenever they're sending me like my invoice for what I'm going to be getting paid. So all of like any monetization and stuff like that is just in app.
I think the reason why I feel like that is because Facebook feels like the last place in which I'm actually dealing with people I know for the most part. I'm not engaging with people that I don't know on Facebook.
But that's why you make a completely different page. I have my personal page with all my hometown friends that I've known forever. And then I have so Facebook, I can't believe I'm the one explaining this here because Facebook literally feels like an Android to me. It's so confusing. I do not understand like the everyday. But as far as, so you have a Facebook profile. All of us at some point have a Facebook profile, right? I made a completely separate Facebook profile for social media. It has nothing to do with the other one. And this one is the profile. You make pages from there. So then you would just make your, and that's what people can follow. Like your profile is where you have friends. I think on Facebook you can follow people too, but like that's more so where you have friends and stuff. But I have my Facebook page, which is Roxanne Cliche page, and I also have the Roxanne Effect page, and they're tied to the same ones on Instagram. But it's completely separate of that.
You've convinced me. When we get done, I will go and do all of the things.
I don't even repost. I don't ever log into my personal Facebook. I only log into it when I need to go to look for pictures or something like that.
I'm also realizing that what I actually need to do is go back and cleanse my Facebook of like, because sometimes people just say stupid things or they repost stupid things that ruin my day. And I don't need that in my life. I could just, which is why me and my friend have a whole thing about like, why I'm not usually allowed to go on Facebook, like real Facebook, because it's stupid over there.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe I just need to cleanse it of like I'll be over there like.
I think that is going to stress you out because cleansing it, like, I think that is going to stress you out because imagine all the people you got to get rid of. It's going to be for a reason. You're looking for something stupid. You're going to find it and it's going to irritate you. Even though you know you're cleansing it. Like here's one of my biggest issues with Facebook. In the activity, you know, like TikTok, Instagram, in your activity, it says such and such comment on your video and then it shows your thumbnail for the video. Mm-hmm. On Facebook, there's no thumbnail. It just says such and such commented on your video and I have no idea which video it is. I am very good about, like, on Instagram or TikTok, if there is a video, especially Instagram, if there's a video I have that's going viral, it has a lot of traction, there's a lot of negativity in the comments, I simply don't click on it. Because if I see it, now I'm going to feel away. It doesn't matter what my intent is. It doesn't matter if I see the negative comment. If I see you saying something stupid, I'm going to either want to respond or I'm going to block you or it's going to be something. So I just don't click in there. Like, after a video gets to a certain point, I don't need to see that. But on Facebook, you don't know what video it is and you can't see what they said either. It just says such and such commented on your video. So I click on it, not knowing, and now it's something that didn't piss me off.
That's real. So
that's what I'm saying. Like if you're cleansing and you're going through, let me see who's saying what. You're gonna see it. And you finna block them, but that's gonna irritate you. I'm not saying not do that, but I'm saying I don't think that is a necessary step if you already don't be on Facebook. Like, I didn't feel a need to do anything to my personal page because I ain't never on it anyway, and this is completely separate. Okay. I only log in there to, like, somebody mentioned a classmate of mine. I might look and see if I'm friends with them, or I'm looking for a picture from 2012 or some shit like that. Okay. That's it. Like, it's completely separate. Literally, like, if I have to click log out. And then go log into, it's a completely separate page. You be starting from scratch, but all you got to do is make the new Facebook profile, make your Facebook page. It can be the same name, and then tie your Instagram page to that Facebook page, and everything you post just automatically goes over there. Okay. And also, if you have the time, I would recommend like take a day or however long you need and go through your Instagram or TikTok. Save all your videos that did numbers, all the videos that you like. Yeah. You could schedule them one day. Just schedule the whole week to post twice a day over on Facebook, because that's content that you already got, and then you could still be posting whatever you're currently posting. Will still go over there.
You're right. You're absolutely right. I should have been doing this a long time ago.
I told you this a long time ago.
Yes.
I believe I told you this before I had 55,000 followers on my backup. I'm at 57,000 followers on my backup page. You could have at least been at 10.
Yeah, I could have already been making money.
Yeah.
I should have already been making money, because this is the other thing. People are cross-pollinating my content anyway and putting it on other people's platforms and talking about it on their podcasts
and duetting it, laughing. And
because this is the other thing. It's the same way, like, and or just like everyone is talking about similar things. Like, we are experiencing timelines and like seeing different things and having conversations about them, and everybody has been. This is why people be like, "What's your podcast about?" I'd be like, the everything. whatever it is.
I always say it's me and my homeboy chopping it up.
Yes. Because we're covering a bunch of different topics, but we don't lean too heavy on
pop culture.
No, because mainly because of the way that we film.
Yeah.
Until we're both making enough money where we can do this full time and like we can schedule and like sit down and do all of that, then we can't do that. But yeah, because also it's gonna take me a lot to come up off a job.
And right now we only record twice every other week. Like, and imagine the amount of how much you would have to be on the internet for us to stay up to date every episode. Right now we just be talking about whatever, but if you have, like, if we recorded last week, you have to be not me, because you do this part. You have to be up to date about from whatever happened from last Wednesday all the way up until this Wednesday.
Yeah, I would have to be keeping, which wouldn't necessarily be hard. Like I could, because a docket is not necessarily that hard for me to make. Because like I made a docket. All I have to do really, when we don't have a docket, it's like, okay, you was bullshitting. Because if I post a question, I have to think of a question, post it on my Instagram, let that work. If I ever just post that question on my TikTok, we would have way more comments and probably a far more like diverse set of like, what's the name? Because there's more reach on TikTok, right? It'd be probably be
maybe
funnier.
we should start posting it on the
question.
Yeah, on the podcast page.
We should. Look at it. Sorry, we're having like low key podcast meeting
background, but shit, y'all here. Well, I can do like we could just take turns. Whenever you think of the question, you can make a video, and or even if it's the same question.
I've actually been seeing that the reels do. Sorry, not the reel. The shorts do
on YouTube.
Yeah, I've been posting. I'm gonna start posting. Try to post like once a day on the reels and
shorts.
Yeah, sorry, on the shorts. I'm trying to post once a day on the shorts and see like how it does.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do it over the weekend, but I'll do it during the week.
Yeah. I usually work Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
anywho, I feel like we're probably boring them at this point.
Yeah, with
our behind the scenes.
Yeah, also like it's been a week of like I've had a bunch of people we haven't. When was the last time we talked?
Last Wednesday.
Okay, so that Thursday, I go on Facebook and find out that my uncle passed.
Condolences.
Yeah, like it was a wild way to find that out. And so I went to the funeral on Saturday, and it was sad because of loss of life, right? But also, I'm not sad because like you lived a long and like really dope life and got to touch a bunch of people's lives, and we're like an amazing like human being. And at the end, you couldn't really move around. Your quality of life started to. So like, I'm happy now that you're resting, because I feel like that's a blessing.
Yeah.
And also like, I'm really it also made me like really really like thankful. I'm thankful to him for his son. His son was like my favorite cousin. Was the person that like when I was at PV, if I needed somewhere to stay when I wasn't at school, because I'm not from down here.
Right.
Like gives me a place to like be, so I don't feel like I'm just alone. And he was also kind of like my link to my family down here. And so when he passed, that relationship also felt a little like, because I'm not one of y'all, really. Like I don't feel like I'm like, unless you overly invite me, I'm not going to show up. I'm going to feel like I'm inviting myself.
Right.
And I never want to feel like I'm inviting myself. Especially in a place where I'm supposed to feel like family. And I've realized with me, like one of the things that I struggle with is I have almost always felt like an outsider every place I was, because I wasn't like everybody else that was around me. Like when I was in England, I was the American that was in England. When I was in college, I was the dude who grew up in England. So I didn't have any of the same experiences as these. And then then I was and everywhere I've been after that has been, or even when I was in the military, I was someone who was more of a leftist and left leaning, and in the military, and that's not always what you come. So yeah.
Yeah, to the point about your uncle, the first person in my life who I ever lost was my, like, close to me, who I ever lost was my godmother, and she was short. She probably was like 5 foot, maybe 4'9", and she worked at damn near every school in the entire city. She worked throughout. Everybody knew her. Yeah. Everybody loved her. She cussed out everybody. Like she was known. She would cuss you out, and it didn't matter who it was. Sometimes she would, cause she was a principal at my school, and I swear she cussed on the announcements once. Like, no, and who gonna check her? That's just what it is. You know that about her. And then, but she had gotten breast cancer, beat it. It came back, and when it came back, it traveled really, really quick. And I saw her 2 weeks before she passed, and she told me she was ready. And that wasn't her. Like she like you said, couldn't get up and move around, wasn't herself, wasn't vibrant, was very like docile, and that's not her at all. And she told me, she said, I'm ready. And then 2 weeks later, it was Thanksgiving, like technically Thanksgiving Day, because my grandma called me at like 1 o'clock in the morning to let me know she had passed. And I said, okay.
Yeah, when it comes, I'm not gonna tarry.
I didn't cry until, y'all know I don't do funerals, but I did go to the wake, and they had the choir there. Black choirs will just bring that out of you, no matter how good you like. Because I really was content. Like she just told me she was ready to go. I don't want my godmommy to be suffering, so I'm okay. But then they got the hooting and hollering, and they had to carry me up out of there. I'm not like they had to. Somebody had to escort me out.
Also, there is something cathartic about a place where it is expected and you are allowed to be as sad as you want to be. Like that was good. It's also one of the reasons why I don't like funerals. I don't necessarily want to have all them emotions with other people around. Like not grief like that. Like
death doesn't necessarily make me uncomfortable, but I often get caught up in how permanent it is, and that is like, because I haven't been to a funeral. I don't do funerals, and when my godmother died, I went to her wake. That's the last time I've been to anything funeral like. And they was like, "Are you gonna go up there?" And I was like, "Hell no! What? Y'all had to make me come to this. Yeah, I'm not going up there to go see her, because it's like that's the last time I am ever going to see her. Ever." Like, that's so crazy. Like, ever. I'm never gonna see her again. And then I get to thinking about that, and that's the part that's like, damn. And then it's selfish, especially in these cases, because they were suffering. So you're happy for them to not be suffering anymore. But it's also, like, she make the best fried crabs I have ever had in my life. Ooh, I love me some fried crabs. No, I can't. Never again.
But also, it's like, those are also the ways in which we grieve people. Like when we think about the fact that we can no longer have this thing, or we grieve them in the way that we carry on with the ritual that they once did, which is sometimes you're lucky and they teach you the recipe for how they made the thing, and now you make the thing, and every time that you make the thing, you think of them. And that's a great way for people to carry each other. Yeah. I always think about like how Black folks don't always do therapy, but we do therapy. We just don't do it in like
a traditional
ways, and we don't always be mindful of the things that we are doing. And if we did things sometimes with more, just like
forethought,
and mindfulness, we would see the like ritual and the way in which we like carry each other forth. But yeah. It's also one of the reasons why I feel like I have specific thoughts about like therapy. Everyone talks about like go to therapy. I am someone who believes that like therapy is to help you like work on a specific thing, unless you're someone who is dealing with like abnormal mental illness. Like unless you are, and even like if you are someone who is diagnosed with like doesn't mean that you're going to require therapy your
Ongoing,
entire life.
right.
Like, I think that therapy is a thing that you use when you're struggling with something and you need someone to help you like navigate,
find the tools.
Yeah.
And then you're supposed to be able to go out on your
Yes.
own and use those tools and come back if your tools aren't working anymore. That's exactly what I did. Like, when I first started in therapy, I was going every week. Did that for maybe 2 months. Realized, okay, we could probably scale back to every other week. Did that for a while. Scale back to once a month. Okay, I'm good right now.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't seen you in a whole month, and I don't really have to. Like, I can tell you things have happened. I haven't just had a boring month. Things have happened, but I have the tools to get through them. And so and then I stopped seeing her. And then when I started having trouble eating, my tools not working no more, I came back.
And yeah, that's how I feel that always should go, is that you go when you have the need, and then when you don't have the need, you shouldn't be there. So when people would be like, yeah, I've been in therapy, I'd be like, ongoing? For how long? That's wild to me. I don't.
Yeah.
And honestly,
you just need a friend.
Well, and honestly, I think that one of the other things is, and my mom talks about this as someone who's like practiced. She's been like a practice therapist for a long ass time. And it's like, Black folks have done therapy, but it hasn't been therapy. It's been like, you didn't go to a therapist, but you went and talked to your auntie.
Or you was at the beauty shop or the barber shop.
And you did all these things and you had community. And so I think that as long as you've got good community, because all those things, because there's negative sides to all of those things that we just mentioned. Yeah,
because I'm thinking most times we hang around people who are like-minded. And I do feel like that is a huge part of what I'm paying you for as my therapist, is to be unbiased and not, you know what I'm saying? So like, there are certain people that I enjoy talking to just because they always have different opinions than me. Like they see things differently than me, but that is rare. Most of the people that I hang with and talk to on a regular basis, we have the same views on most things. Yeah.
So like, I'm okay with us. There's certain things I'm okay with debating and we can talk about, but certain things I'd be like, wow, I don't really want to. But also, I care about you enough that I'll continue to have this argument. It's sometimes a thing. Like, it's like, how much do I care and how much do I care about you to continue to have this argument? And I care about you. And it's just like, yeah, I think, yeah, I do. I care about you enough and I love you enough to continue to have this argument because I give a fuck.
I'm thinking of a friend that I have where it's the opposite. I care about you enough, but we finna shut this shit up before one of us say something. Let's wrap this.
Sometimes that too. Sometimes like we're getting to a point of neither one of us needs to say anything else.
Or with her, some of the times with this friend is like, I can tell the type of mood you're in. And I ain't willing to play that game, so we just finna move on. Cause if I'm in a mood too, sometimes you want to vent and you just want your friend to be on your side.
Yeah.
But then other times you actually want advice and you want somebody to be, you know what I'm saying? And if you just want me to say yes right now, I ain't in the mood for that. So let's change the topic. We're gonna talk about something else. Cause you want a certain response from me. I'm not in a position to give it. Let's just talk about something else. If I say something else, and now we arguing.
That's real sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, and knowing that about yourself. Me and also, so what me and Little One are realizing is we need a 20-minute breather whenever we come in the house. Like, give me a kiss, say hello, and that is it. And then we each go to our respective corners and chill for 20 minutes. And then we come and we talk to each other. Because something about that drive home, even if you were playing music and you were trying to, something about that drive home and then you come in the house and I just don't, I don't want to be, I need to decompress.
Yeah.
Because also my day was just, and I don't really necessarily always want to talk about the specifics of why my day was getting on my nerves.
Right. At least not right away while I'm still in the day.
Oh, I almost
it's still
never,
going on.
I almost never want to talk about the specifics of my day because I just want to forget that it happened. I want it to no longer be a thing that I have to think about. And if I go through it and talk about it with you, then I am reliving it. And sometimes I don't want to.
Yeah.
I absolutely do not want to. So, yeah.
You know how there might be something that happens in your life or that you do or something like that you don't really pay attention to. And then you see somebody else talking about it online and it's like, wait, other people do this shit too? Yeah. I saw a post where this girl was like, I swear, all day I be sitting at home waiting for my man to get home. Like, oh, I miss him so much. I can't wait for him to get home. And as soon as he come in and close that door, what the fuck are you doing here? Oh my God, you stink. Go wash. Go. Get away from me. I don't know why. I don't know why we do that. I don't know why we do that. I be sitting at home like, oh, I miss my man. I'm ready for him to come home. And as soon as he get there, please get out of my face. Please.
Little one does the same thing with me, and then like in 20 minutes after she's calmed down, she's like, why did I do that? I actually really am like genuinely in love with him. She was like, she told me, she was like, I have that conversation with myself. She's like, no, bitch, like you actually really love him. Like he's really nice to you. Yeah. You should probably calm down and like, why are you doing that? Like work on this. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, that's what I'm supposed to do.
I'm like, okay. So we're there's growth. we're maturing. Maturing is having those conversations with yourself.
Right.
That is actively maturing.
I wish I had another one of these.
You went smooth through it, friend.
Yeah, and I'm gonna get all this boba.
I feel you. Get what you paid for.
Sorry, I'm trying to move the mic so y'all can't hear that. All that, because all that is ice at the bottom. It's just ice. The ice melts, and then I'm just getting a little bit of that. It's so good.
Okay, so I did have. I had a couple of things, right? Now that we've gone, do you feel like we've significant? Oh, the other thing, I went to a
lint or tissue. They can't see it, but I'm telling you, it's gone.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I went to a baby shower that same weekend. Mm-hmm. So like birth and death all in the same weekend. Like so went to a baby shower the next day, which was like dope, and talking with my brother about a whole bunch of things. And he really wants to do a podcast with me, and I'm like, you will get both of us canceled. Yo. But one of the reasons why I love my brother is because like he stands on the things that he believes in a way that like he requires and holds himself to a certain standard. Mm-hmm. He just will not like bend. And so because he's like that and because he's that type of rigid, he expects that from other people. And so it makes him difficult in that way. Mm-hmm. But also somewhat makes you respect him because he stands on it the way he stands on it. So like he'll be like, yeah, if he was someone that believes like, okay, if I'm gonna be traditional, when you're with me, you don't pay for nothing at all whatsoever. Which means like if I go in the grocery store and I'm getting groceries and you decide to like whatever you get stuff for your house, I'm taking care of that. Mm-hmm. If you're I'm taking care of this, I'm taking care of this, I'm taking care of this. But the expectation is these things, and I somewhat respect it because he don't bend, he don't like, he does all the things that he like in his mind he has negotiated that he will do. Mm-hmm. But like some of the thing, I was like,
I don't have any problem with that. Zero pushback as long as it's made clear. And
but for me, it's like when I don't always think that some of the mentality or way that you're going about some of it is healthy or going to like be of service in the long term. Mm-hmm. That's when I be like, okay, like let's talk about, and then which usually with him is when I will check in and be like, where's your mentality with this? And then we have a conversation about that. And he's like, and I'm like, okay, all right, cool. Uh-huh. But yeah, sometimes from the outside looking in, stuff can sometimes look away. And now we're in an era where like we're taught not to give people a benefit of the doubt or to instantly like assume like negative things about even the people that we hold dear. And I feel like the point of it is I give you the benefit of the doubt but the benefit of the doubt is me being willing to have a conversation with you.
Right. And not just immediately saying, oh, well, it's what it looked like or it's what it made me feel like and that's it. I'll hear you out.
But sometimes,
but it's still your job to prove me wrong, like or prove my initial thought wrong.
And also, like some of that is like and some of that is me giving you benefit of the doubt looks like me being open to having a conversation, but I'm not willing to go out of my way to have that conversation. So if you would like to come to me and have that conversation, we can do that, but I'm not going out of my way to have that conversation. So like, and I've had people have issue with that too, because I'm like,
I don't need this though.
yeah. Well, my whole thing was, it's not a situation that actually that at this point involves me for the most part, and I
don't need resolve.
Yeah. Like I just stand where I stand. If you want to have a conversation where we can clarify how I stand and where I stand, and you want to give me your side of the story, cool, we can do that, and I can make judgments about how I'm gonna move. But other than that, there was like, and in my head, like, there's nothing that you can tell me that's going to justify. Like, I don't need I'm good.
Yeah.
And sometimes that makes people feel ways, which, you know, is what it is.
Right.
Let me see what else is on there. Question. Do you have any honorifics that you can think of that are slept on?
No, because I don't know too many.
Okay. So so there's one that I think that is like, we don't think about it as one, but also it might not be one, because you got to have enough like country or hood in you to pull it off. Papa. But also I talked to my homegirl and she was like, I have never used Papa with a dude I'm actually going to have sex with. It's like, if I called you Papa, I'm actually never ever going to give you some.
It's not anything that comes to mind for me. Like, I never thought to say that.
How do you feel about Papa? Have you ever?
It's for babies.
And maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, I call babies Papa. Like baby boys, but I don't.
Is it like mamas?
No, but I don't know, because you have a different relationship with the word mamas. There's the whole "hey mamas" lesbian thing, and then mamas.
But mamas is something different, because they took that from. So they're not colonizing that. We're not doing that. Mamas is. Because mamas is like something that I would say to like a little girl.
I don't think I've ever used mamas, and then to any
little mamas, miss mamas, but that's like
no. There's never an S. If I'm talking to one person, there's never an S. It's little mama. It's never little mamas. It's just one of her.
Yeah, I put the S on there.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but yeah, usually for me in general, it's reserved for like It's almost like I am sarcastically calling you, like, you, mama. Like that's how it feels in my head, and like it's very like cutesy with this, and I feel the same way about, maybe Papa is the same way. Like maybe that is a thing. Interesting. Sorry, I just had to like, maybe that's a mamas is a thing that you would use with the little, if they're into like. But yeah, maybe I'd be careful with all of those things.
We have,
again, we don't kink shame.
We have quite a bit of new followers. That's what I was trying to say. We have quite a bit of new followers. So many of you might have never heard this story before, but when RJ and I first met, the very first time I ever saw RJ, he was in a live with a mutual friend of ours at the time, and he was talking about Little One.
Yeah.
And I had no idea who this man was. This mutual friend of ours was not openly in the kink. Like, her page wasn't about that or anything like that. And he was talking about Little One. And the first thing that went through my head was like, oh, well, that's progressive. And I just assumed he was dating a little person. And then when I found out that she was full size, I was like, oh, okay, no, that's just what you call her. She's not actually a small person.
Yeah, no. She's actually like not little at all. she's fairly tall.
Yeah.
And I don't be thinking about it until like I see her like standing next to other women, and I be like, oh, okay, little Amazon.
Well, I am not tall by anybody's definition, but you know, as I am on this weight gain journey.
You look great, by the way.
Thank you. Don't I? Mm-hmm. It's like there are times where I'll be walking around the house and my usual uniform at home is a sports bra and some sweatpants. So there are times when I'll walk by and I'll catch a glimpse of myself and it's like I have weight. Like I'm not like like I'm still small.
But you're substantial.
Yeah, like I have weight. And it's because when I think about gaining weight and what I'm working towards, I always think about my butt and my thighs or whatever, and even my arms because I didn't like how small my arms were. But that's what I'm thinking about. But then no, like all over, I just have meat on my bones. Finally, like they say. So, I notice it because like I have all my rings up. I have a lot of adjustable rings, and I'm having to adjust them. And like these pants that I have on now, I folded down and I made it cute. But I have so many pair of pants that I had to take to the tailor when I was super small. Because the way they didn't fit around the waist, so now they don't fit around the waist because they're too tight. Because I have gained weight, they fit around my legs and butt perfect now. But I had them taken in to make them fit around my waist when I was smaller, so now they don't fit. So these I could button them up, but I didn't want to be spilling all over. I was like, I'm finna be sitting down. If I was going somewhere standing up, it'd be okay. Yeah, I'm finna be sitting down. I'm gonna be stuffed in here. I'm gonna end up popping them open anyway. So I just made it fashion. But yeah, I'm gaining weight. It's heavy.
Hey, I feel you. I love that for you. I am supposed to be incorporating like cardio in the things that I'm doing, which I am going to do today. Excuse me. I am going to do today. Oh no, I can do it tomorrow. Sorry. I was thinking about like workout plan for like what am I doing? And I'm like, no, I have time because I'm off Monday for Labor Day, so I can go to the gym that day and do legs.
I only do cardio one day a week. That's Wednesday, and it's literally I superset on Wednesdays. That is my cardio. That's
also, we got different goals.
Very different goals. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm at the point where I've built a lot of the good muscle that I want to build. I just gotta like lose a little bit of weight so that I can show it off, so there can be more like definition.
Yeah.
But I'm also gonna lose. The problem is, I know I'm gonna lose some strength. And I don't want to lose as much strength, and it's gonna piss me off. So that's also one of the reasons why I'm like, I don't.
Is it normal? You know the cable machine in the gym. Is it normal for like somebody to just come start using the other side while if you're not using it? Like if you're using one side, is it normal for somebody else just to come start?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I ain't never experienced. Somebody did that in the gym while I was there.
You side-eyed him?
Yeah. Like, it wasn't a side-eye.
Oh. You full on?
Yeah. The fuck? But then I realized he's actually not bothering me. Like, I immediately, like, took it as disrespect.
Which was it only like a two people thing?
There's two.
Oh, yeah, wait. What type of cable machine was it?
Like, I put the thing all the way down at
the
bottom.
Was it an adjustable arm one? Where you can move like the arms so the cables can be at like different directions and like whatever? No. Or is it one of the ones that has on like a thing and it slides up and
on
down?
each side.
Oh yeah, okay. So if it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So slide up and down. Yes, that is fairly normal for someone to use the other side, because usually if I'm in a gym they have like 3 or 4 of those and people are on like various other sides on the cables, right? If it was like one of the like ones where you like can move the arm around and put it up and down, that's weird.
Yeah, no. It was that, because it is 2 separate ones. Like, I immediately took it as disrespect because it's one machine and I'm currently using it. Like, don't think because I'm a girl that you could just come in here doing whatever the fuck you want to do. But then after I turned around and looked at him, I realized he's really not in my way. But fair. Because I was here first, like, I'm working legs because every day is leg day. So I got this thing around my ankle and I'm kicking my leg straight back. You better make sure you're not in my way. I'm not looking back. I was already here. I'm not looking back. I'm not adjusting. You got to work your way around where I am in exercise I'm doing, because I was already here.
Yeah, little one and my best friend have told me that I should incorporate those type of like kickbacks in my leg day. I think they just want me to have cheeks, and I don't know how I feel about that. Because why would I need that much ass?
I don't know.
You saw what she put. Actually, I know what she wants me to have that much ass for, and she's not getting it.
Oh.
Not for me. Not on duty. Not on duty. Never gonna happen. But yeah.
Yeah.
You were saying we got a whole bunch of new followers.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I was talking about. Was the little one?
Oh, okay.
Me thinking the little one was a little person.
Oh
at
yeah,
first.
yeah. But yeah, what a time. We have gotten some new like followers. I think a couple of clips where we talked about King stuff. As people have been like, oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, every now and then I would go and look back through the comments and see a lot of people like the bonnet idea.
Yeah, they really, really did, it's a fantastic idea.
Mm-hmm.
Also, and then I had to make a video. I said, because I'm letting my followers know, hey, don't play with rocks.
Yeah, and
sometimes people will, and usually I get to people in the comments, I will just delete and block because I'm like, I don't even have the energy. But, and like, if I'd be like, I want to save you by responding to you in the comments and just like letting you explain yourself. So this doesn't get bad because
but the thing about me is I don't usually read the comments. Mm-hmm. I see the first one and that's what I'm responding to. I don't care if you already explained yourself, explain it again.
That's fair. No. You gave him.
You said, yeah, that's what you were saying to him.
No,
but say it to me.
It's not the same.
Yeah, no, say it to me. I think we had that before, and there was another video, and we were talking to the same person, but from two very different viewpoints.
I think we was both still giving them the business though.
Yeah, but just from different sides.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I be sparing people a lot, but sometimes, like, and, you know, I block people for no reason at all. I don't care. It could be the smallest things. You seen the video I posted where I had that orange dress. Yeah. Money Long is playing, and I'm dancing like a YN because that's who I am and that's what I do. Somebody on Facebook commented and said, "This was not the song that I expected to be playing to this." Or you want to be a YN so bad or something like that. And somebody replied to that comment and was like, yeah, I was hoping to see something more feminine this time since she got on a dress. You'll never see me in another dress again, bitch. You've been blocked. And I know I shouldn't. I know it wasn't that bad. I know I don't give a fuck. This is my page.
Yeah, I get to do that. Like
it's just what it is.
Yeah, because sometimes you say the wrong thing at the wrong time, and I don't.
And I'm human, and sometimes I'm in a bad mood.
And I just don't have the energy. So
and at the end of the day, like.
So me blocking you is sparing you because I know what I want to do is not block and spare you. What I want to do is go way out of left field.
Sometimes, but with her, no, blocking feels like the exact right thing because you wanted to see something specific. Guess what? You never will.
That's real.
Now you never wouldn't blocking you. I don't have anything that I wanted to say. I did exactly what I wanted to do. Well, just make sure you never see me again. Like you have to agree with me on my page. Because it's mine. I remember I got into it with somebody. We were going back and forth like for days. It was this whole thing, and it got to a point where I just started deleting all his comments. I would talk shit. He'd say something back. I'd delete it. He told me, "So you keep deleting these comments," and I would leave that one up and reply to it and be like, "Yeah," and I'm gonna delete the next one too, because it's my page. Goofy. That's so crazy. How you gonna come to my house arguing with me like I don't know where all the stuff is hidden at? Like, I don't know. This is my page. I have the block button here. What?
You was just like specifically trolling.
Yeah. I would delete his comments. Or like when people, because of course this is a thread and it's on my page. So people are like responding to him, calling him stupid and whatnot. And then when he tried to defend himself, I delete it.
Side note.
Or restrict it so he can see it, but he wonder why he ain't getting no likes because nobody else can see this but me and you. Nobody else can see it. Nobody's agreeing with you because nobody can see it.
Bro. Also, so I also just recently had the thing about coffee dates. Mm-hmm. Did you see that story about that lady? So this is the thing. I am so disinterested in all of these conversations that like keep popping up. The $200 date conversation. I'm like, we have done this for so long. I no longer wish to participate in any of those conversations because those conversations are never actually about what the people are actually talking about. They're about usually these whole separate other insecurities that people have that they don't want to address. And so I don't have energy. But like I said that in the video, and the majority of people that like commented on the video are still trying to like negotiate and have dialogue about and disagree and argue about the details of that girl's coffee date video and what all. And I'm like, I don't want to have those conversations ever because they're dumb. And people proved in my comment section exactly why those conversations are dumb.
Yeah. Well, I think in this case, I didn't see much about the conversation about the coffee date itself. Most of the stuff that I saw came from, there was a person who stitched her video talking bad about her, saying that she just need to go on any date. And she said, I don't believe anybody asked her to go anywhere, basically because she was big or whatever. Saying because she was big, ain't nobody asking you to go. You need to be happy. Anybody asked you to go anywhere.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, and that's not an exaggeration. Like that, those were the words that she was using. She literally said, I don't believe anybody asked you to go anywhere. And if they did, you need to just be happy to go.
That's a little wild. And that's mean and hurtful. And also like
that bitch was hit. Unattractive. You are in no position. You would take anything that's thrown your way.
Because also we don't know what everybody into. And just because like there's a societal standard of what you believe
a big bitch took her man in the past. Tough. It's got to be. Cause we like no matter what, I know niggas like big girls. I know they do.
Yeah.
So you what? Why you trying? You said because she big, she can't, and she wasn't huge. The girl wasn't like wide as all outside. She wasn't big. She wasn't that damn big. But you saying that she should just take anything anybody's willing to give her? No, you're lonely. So you don't have nothing or nobody, so you can't wait for anybody to come along and scoop you to take you any old where. They could take your ass on a walk like a fucking dog and you be happy to go. Other people have standards for themselves. And that's not even to say that accepting a coffee date means you don't have standards, but that is just within your standards. Some people's standards are higher than that, especially for a first date. We've talked about that before. Like it doesn't.
Like I don't care about like people are allowed to choose whatever they do and don't want to do for coffee dates and for whatever, and they can say no for whatever reason they choose. Like, and you don't get to negotiate why people's no's are or make them feel bad for their no's. Their no is whatever their no is, and it gets to be that. Right. And you get to choose whether or not you want to deal with that no. That is how that works. So like the fact that we're trying to have all these conversations surrounding it about whether or not like you should accept, like they get to do it. Yeah,
it's up to you.
Yeah,
like there's not a universal answer for this. Like, oh, she said no to a coffee date, so no more bitches are going on coffee dates because this one woman said no. Like, no, we each have individual
autonomy.
Right, we can choose to answer that however we see fit.
Yeah, it's kind of how that works. That's kind of the beauty of life, or it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
that's what they told me when they sent me down here without like. Telling me what it was actually gonna be like. Yeah, I didn't. What a time. So yeah. What were we talking about? Oh, we talked about a bunch of things. We're jumping around. So I did do a question of the week, but I also have a
You said you wanted to talk about is there anything that makes you difficult?
Yes, but we've kind of already talked about that in roundabout ways.
Oh, okay.
But maybe we'll come back to that at a later date more specifically. But no, I did have a thing of okay, so the cast of Martin. Mm-hmm. Would you be friends with them in real life? Like each one, like let's take each one individually.
At what age? At their age, they were in their late 20s. So if I were in my late 20s,
yes.
I would not be friends with Martin.
Okay.
I likely would not be friends with Gina. Well, maybe. I would not be friends with Cole.
Okay. What about Tommy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd be friends with Tommy. I'd be friends with Tommy and Pam for sure.
Okay.
Gina, I'd probably be cool with Gina, like when I was with Pam. Like, oh, Gina coming. Oh, okay, that's cool. But you probably wouldn't catch me and Gina. Hey, and you know what? It ain't even really Gina on her own. It's like, girl, why the fuck are you with Martin?
Okay. It's
like she's kind of dumb. Well, no, I'm judging her. Yes,
you judging her because of her man.
Yeah,
that's real. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes your friends pick people that you would not pick for them.
Yeah,
but sometimes, like, it depends on which came first, right? Like if you had your man before you had me, I'm gonna choose to not be your friend because I don't like the way y'all, like, he treats you crazy and you rock with this,
and let me move around before I get invested.
Yeah. I'm not, but like it becomes different if I was your friend before and then you choose. Like, there's a certain level of this that I'll put up with because because once we cross a certain threshold, I gotta bow out. Either, and it's gotta be, it's gonna be like, no. Either because I need to put hands on him now, or because like you not doing the things and this is gonna just put everybody in danger, or like he has done this so many times and we are having this conversation far too much and I now need to bow out. But I love you and we decide to make a different decision.
Hope to see you on the other side of this. If shit get too far,
bruh. Yeah,
I definitely wouldn't be friends with Cole. He just a little too dumb. He pissed me off. It's not the time, Cole. God damn. Everything's a fucking joke to you. It's not the time.
That's true. Cole ain't serious about nothing, bro.
No.
And he still live with his mom.
And he do be serious though. He just a damn fool.
How you be serious and that stupid?
Right. Yeah, and he's still living with his mama and Big Shirley. There was just one episode, Big Shirley and Cole got in a fight, and Cole came over to Martin's house and he told Martin the story or whatever, and Martin was like, because Martin had told him to stand up to Big Shirley, and then he was like, damn, Cole, I didn't know Big Shirley was gonna go up in the air, pause, and then come down on you.
Yo.
I don't know, Martin is so funny to me though. I don't know, that'd be hard. Cause like, okay,
you couldn't be friends with Martin and Gina, I think is the thing.
No, I think I could be friends with everybody but Cole. I could not be a part of this friend group.
Okay.
It's too much Martin.
Yeah.
I couldn't be a part of this friend group. Like, you couldn't just throw me on this show because the way that they, like, it's Martin's show. It's TV. But if this were real life, let's go. I don't give a fuck what Martin's talking about. Ain't nobody leave here till I get my CD player. Boy, fuck you and that CD player. I ain't got no reason to steal from you. I'm out. I kick myself out. Not dealing with this. Not finna interrogate me with this fucking stuffed dog. Girl, what?
We should do this game more often with like other TV shows. Cause like off the top of my head, I'm thinking about
Living Single. Girlfriends
for sure. A Different World. The millennial classic that is Insecure.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah, cause I'm thinking about it now. Like some of them, I don't know. I don't think I could be friends with Molly. I don't think I could be friends with Molly for real.
Well, okay.
Because this is the thing. Molly eventually like grows and becomes like but I don't know if I could have.
Them first 2 seasons.
Bro, I might not have got there with her.
The first 2 times I watched Insecure, I felt equally about Molly and Issa. The most recent time, I think I watched it last year, maybe last year or the year before, because Vaughn hadn't watched it. So we watched it. I hated Molly. Issa was wrong a lot, often, but I hated Molly.
Yeah.
As I this last time that I watched it, I absolutely couldn't be Molly's friend. But then, like, it's kind of hard to say because I felt like Molly was a worse friend than Issa, but also Issa was a bad friend, and a lot of it was Molly reacting. And I don't know that I would make Molly be like that. You know what I'm saying? I felt like she hold Issa a lot, but a lot of it was in response. And I don't know that we would have those type of issues because I wouldn't have did no shit like that.
Maybe I need to do I also maybe need to do a rewatch because I've only watched it through like once or twice.
Yeah, I watched it when it first came on. And then I watched it again because I went to my aunt's house. She had just started it, so I went home and started it too. But yeah, like, so do you remember Issa started dating, what was his name on there? His real name, Kendrick Saxon, light skin guy, Nathan.
Yeah.
Issa started dating Nathan, and then Nathan's friend, the Asian one, I don't remember his name, and started dating Molly. And then remember Issa needed something, so she asked Molly to ask him. Yep. Molly said no. Issa did it herself. Molly got mad. And I know that a lot of people would split on that, but I have a very firm, I'm very clear on my decision here. Molly, shut the fuck up. I didn't meet him through you. I knew him before you. You know him because of my nigga. I don't have to have your permission for this.
I forgot that they didn't meet because of each other.
No, yeah, like Issa met Nathan first, and then they met through that relationship. I came to you out of respect because you're my friend and you have a direct line to him. I could just ask Nathan. Hell, they a close friend group. She probably got his number and could ask him herself. But that's your man. I wanted to be respectful. But why the fuck would you tell me no? And if you're telling me no because you don't really want to, you don't want to involve. Okay, you ain't got to. I'll leave you completely the fuck out of it and call that nigga myself. And then I just don't got nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
But I know it was a lot of people who, like when I talking to my sister about it, she didn't feel like Molly was wrong for being mad.
So I don't think Molly's wrong for
I understand why she mad.
Like this is the thing. You're never wrong for being mad. You're allowed to be mad, but the thing that you did about what you was mad, I think was the issue that I have. Not you being mad, because you can always be mad. I'm not gonna tell you can't be. Your emotions are your emotions, you're allowed to have them. But yeah, no, what you do about that mad and how you behave because of that mad, no, we get to talk about that. So yeah, we're gonna have to do that more so, or we can talk about each one of them. But also, I saw a thing that was like, what is your comfort movie? What is your comfort movie? What is your favorite movie? And what is your formative movie? And for me, I was like, I can't do this with just movies. I would have to do it with specific like categories of like movie or TV show.
I couldn't do it with TV shows. I think I could do it with movies. I watch way more TV than I do movies.
Okay. If you could do it with, so let's say, so I tried to do it with just romantic comedies and I got somewhere on that. And I even wanted to do like a separate like black and a white one because they're just so, like and also. I
don't know what my formative movie would be at all.
I got a few different ones depending on what category we're talking about.
I can't think of one.
Deliver Us from Eva was extremely formative. That's a so
probably like, for me too on the
like so for me, like when I think of my like romantic comedy ones, Deliver Us from Eva is my like formative one. My one that I would probably put on repeat is either I have it's hard for me.
My comfort and favorite are interchangeable.
Okay.
And it's Life and Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
And those are just your movie ones.
Yeah. TV would be hard. TV would be much harder.
Because I'm thinking you're doing. So I'm just thinking about like romantic comedies.
Mine is movies in general.
Okay,
but all my favorite anything is comedies. Like all my comfort shows are comedy. All my favorite TV shows are comedies. But in general, Life is. I go back and forth about whether Life or Scott Pilgrim versus the World is my favorite movie, but it's one of those two. But those I think would be one the favorite and one the comfort.
Okay. So is Coming to America a romantic comedy?
I would say so because it's about dating.
It never feels like that for me. Like it feels like a comedy.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like a romantic comedy
because it doesn't follow the same.
Which is why like I be wanting to have like a different. Which is why when I say like when I think rom-com, a lot of time I don't think about the black because they don't feel like romantic comedies. They feel like they're doing another story and there's romance involved, like a little bit. Like it doesn't feel like the primary purpose of the story sometimes. Because with that it didn't.
Yeah.
And they don't be having some of the cheesy like things that you get from other rom-coms that I'd be like, this is.
I think it's probably comedy first.
A lot of times it leans heavily that. So yeah, because I don't think about.
I can't think of one formative movie.
Formative
that I like watched and it changed my view and kind of made me. I can't think of one.
What's the one? Not Freedom Writers.
I don't remember it.
Freedom Writers, Coach Carter. Freedom Writers was the one about the white lady that went to go be a teacher at the school.
I remember, but I never seen it.
Yeah, I now view that movie. Now with hindsight, I view that movie so differently, and I don't want to go back and rewatch it because it's gonna
taint it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have feelings.
I can't think of a formative movie, but I tell you one thing. In Love Jones, when Lorenz Tate took that fucking check and got that lady's address and went to her house,
we think about that so differently. At the time, bro.
No, from the first time I saw that movie, that shit creeped me out. I said, I know he didn't. Girl, you're going the record lady shop. She needs to lose her fucking job.
Absolutely.
And you are why would you show up to my home? I would have shot that nigga. What? Did you follow me here? What? That would have terrified me. I would have not have taken that well.
The way you just whispered it.
I would not have taken that well because she don't know what. How did you follow me? How did you get my address? Why are you at my home, weird man from the record shop? No. That did. That might be a formative scene for me because it let me know niggas are crazy. That was the first, maybe not the first time, but that was the time where like you see crazy on TV when it's like actively crazy, outwardly crazy. That's crazy.
That is crazy, but we didn't even think about it like it was crazy.
No, you didn't think about it like it was crazy. I was always creeped out.
But also because they make the man's crazy like permissible a lot of the time. Like they don't like
They do that shit in a lot of books.
Well, also some people are writing books because they want that. They into that. They want, and it's safe to experience that in a book that is not in real life.
Let me make sure we're talking about the same thing.
Okay.
One of the things that I don't like about romance novels, a lot of the ones that I have read as of recently are all starting off with a woman and the man usually don't want to be in a relationship, recently divorced, whatever the case, they don't want to be. And then I'm not reading smut.
Okay. Yeah,
like they be fucking in there sometimes, but I'm not reading smut. But the woman will say, I do like you, I think you're attractive, but I'm not dating right now. And then this nigga just keeps showing up where she at. They write that shit and I can tell they write it because, people, that shit is fucking weird to me, bro. I've already told you, no, go away.
So even in I read romance novels and a lot of times like that trope of like, enemies to lovers, or like bully romance, or like where they are like where they just don't like each other in the beginning, or they are just appear to not like each other at the beginning, is a common trope with everybody.
Yeah, but that ain't what I'm talking about. It'll just be the woman saying like, I just got out of divorce, I'm focusing on myself. I do like you. I think you're attractive. It's so hard for me to contain myself for you. I'm just so hot and I'm yearning for you, but I have to say no because I just got a divorce and I can't get anything.
So, okay, wait.
And then next thing you know, he's showing up at her job with some flowers.
That's creepy.
It's creepy. And she going. She's like,
but see, the thing is,
it's the audience
because my thing is because she's going is the reason why I'm not really tripping, because you continue to tell him no, but everything about your behavior keeps telling him no. Now, would I do this? No. I also realize that, again, people are writing this way in this story because it's safe for them to experience it in this book than it is in real life. Because in real life, I would not do that. I would not engage with nobody that way. The second you tell me like, no, I'm good,
just that.
Because I don't want no problems.
Cause with a bitch like me,
yeah, that's
you
how
reading some shit wrong, nigga. What the fuck are you doing here? Well, you gave me the hug that you gave me last time I saw you was like 4 seconds longer than.
No.
You might want to go home for you can't.
Yeah.
You might want to go home before that is no longer an option. Please get the hell off my doorstep. Yeah. I couldn't imagine. But I do realize I am not the target audience in a lot of these books. A lot of these books, no shade to anybody who reads them and enjoys them and identifies. But a lot of these books, the women don't have a whole lot of self-confidence.
That's the trope.
Yeah, and then there's this man who's perfect body, handsome, smart, no kids, or if he does have kids, super great relationship. It's his like perfect man, and for some reason he wants your insecure ass. I'm not saying that he couldn't want you, but you are insecure.
You are openly like
right, like
difficult.
Not saying that anything about your personality or looks or anything would be deterring him. Why would this person who is so perfect want you where you are right now and how you feel about yourself? But I mean, I just can't relate to that.
That's real.
Yeah.
And I completely understand.
I gotta find an author who maybe I should start writing books.
Maybe.
I wrote a book when I was in middle school. I wrote 2 books when I was in middle school.
I've wrote one, but it was poetry. Although people did ask if I was gonna if I was gonna do more of those. Maybe I could sell them on TikTok Shop.
Physical copies though?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I just recently realized TikTok don't do digital products. I wish they did. I could put my stuff on there, but they don't do digital products.
What do you mean?
You can't sell digital like ebooks and stuff like that on TikTok.
Yeah, no. Mm-mm. If I did have a digital that would be kind of fire that I could do that. But
and it's really simple to set up. Like,
oh, you know what I should do? I should do I don't know why I didn't think about that. I should actually do an audiobook of all the poems that I have in the book of me just read. That should be a thing. Mm-hmm. I don't know why I've never done that. Wow. RJ, do an audiobook of you reading your
own poems. You got there eventually though.
Yeah, so. Look at finally.
That's what matters.
What a time. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think that could be a project because we'll include Yeah, fun times. Let's see. What else did we have? So, actually, no. We got things, but we at the time we at, and I would, unless we're going to start a whole new episode. No, because I'm like, if we say some of this, then we have a docket for later on in the week.
Oh yeah. We can do that. We can do that. We good on time.
Okay. All right. Well, you have anything else you want to cover?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Well, then in that case, thank y'all for being here. It has been great to visit with you all. It has been a wonderful week to see you all again. I am RJ, the Friendly Neighborhood Dom, and this is
Vivica,
aka
Big Rocks.
Not the Little One.
Never the little one, not even at the end of the show.
And we have been your favorite not safe for work coworkers, home of you, the best coworkers in the world. Thank y'all for being here another week, liking, sharing, subscribing, leaving comments with timestamps. We greatly appreciate it. And we'll see y'all back here next week.
Wait, before you say bye, if you've made it this far, see if they actually listened through the end of it. If you made it this far, put Ebony Fox in the comments.
Ebony Fox.
Yeah, Ebony Fox.
Ebony Fox. Who is?
My mama, her sister, and one of their friends was in a group when they was young called the Ebony Foxes. But when she told me this, it's always hard for me to remember if it's Ebony. I always be wanting to call them the Vivica Foxes. That's where I got Vivica today. But like I always say Vivica Foxes first, but like no, that's not right. It's Ebony Foxes. So my mom and my aunt and one of their friends was in a group when they were younger called the Ebony Foxes. They just, I don't know what the group did. They hung together. A click.
That's the click. All right. Fair.
Okay, bye.
Peace.